Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, and welcome to a little distress call on the prairie. And Malin picked up. Lucky for us. Lucky for us.
A little bit
A
later than usual, but happy to.
little bit later than usual. Things are just, I don't know. It's been a week. It is only Tuesday. So,
Yeah.
speaking
And
of
I've only had.
weekend, though, how has you been, Malin? How's holiday?
I'm good. I was in Seville until last night, and it was really, really pretty, and I
Ugh.
loved it. But I did walk 20,000 steps every day we were there, except the one day we were like, today we're chilling and we're doing nothing. We're only walking to and back from the restaurants. And then I checked my data. I said still I did 10,000 steps that day. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm exhausted.
It's like a daily average, though, isn't it? 10,000? Is that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, that's bullshit. It's from an ad. Like there was a pedometer like company that wanted to sell more pedometers, and they started. I think it was Japanese brand that
I mean, I don't think
made
moving your body will ever be a scam.
they
But,
made up a fake.
10,000 steps could be arbitrary, but you're
It
still
is.
walking. So,
It's not doable for most people, and I don't think it's necessary to do 10,000 steps. Like if anything, like if you do 10,000 steps every single day, you don't have much time left to do any other
or you could
sports
just
or
be a nurse and you
activities.
get like 15K in a shift. So, it's all good.
Yes, but that's depending on your job then. So you're saying anyone who's got a sedentary job like mine in front of a computer has to like what get a walking pad? That's not in everyone's like I can't design and walking pad at the same
Oh my
time,
God,
unfortunately.
I can't even walk and do a walking pad at the same time. But yeah, I don't know.
10,000 is a lot. I try to do 5,000 on average a day, and I don't do actually 5,000 a day, but I will do like a lot during the weekend when I walk Edgar. And so, like, I'm
Oh,
considering the average per day as like my goal rather than the exactly per day, you know?
I mean, yeah, your body doesn't know the time anyway. So,
Exactly. Exactly.
love that for you. So now you're ready to get back in the saddle in whatever you're working on these days, which is revisions
Yes.
on Project Alien.
That and I haven't finished editing the video I was finishing the last time I saw you, I feel like. So I do need to do that. So that's probably going to be a part of it is I need to do some editing and I'm very close to finishing one scene I was working on the plane for Rules of Survival. So I'll finish that first and then I'll get into video editing.
Okay, we're gonna do a little diminishing situation. So we're gonna make like a 40-minute, 30-minute, 20-minute, 10-minute.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna try and keep like ish breaks in between, but I'm not gonna hold guns to our heads because I do like talking to you. I feel like it's been 84 years. So it's been like what? Not even a week, question
I
mark?
feel like it was last week that last time we talked about that. Am I
Yeah.
wrong? Is that true?
No, I think we're like Thursday or something. So it's not been that long even. I don't know. Because you're gonna leave like the next day or whatever it was. So
So I think it was
hasn't been
last
long.
Tuesday,
To
maybe.
me, it felt long. I mean, you've been on holiday, and I've just been missing
Yeah.
you. And
I've flown, miles since then. So there you go.
you flow the miles in your Louboutins. And who's texting me at this hour? Hi,
What do
caramba.
you want, people?
It was somebody needing supervising children. Anyway,
How are you? And what are you working on?
I am working on my cowboy book. I'm feeling okay about it. Um, I've got a little like cold situation going on. So I don't know what energy levels is going to be like, but I am going to try and get my daily work count done, which I should be able to do in 2 hours, like
Which is
300
like
words, surely.
300. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just started this new scene yesterday, and my goal is to write a scene a week. So we're so far so good. This is my third scene this month, so
That's really good. That's
we're
great
making
progress.
progress. We're making
Nice.
progress. Having a
How,
daily.
how long are your scenes on average, would you say, word count wise, if you've got like a regular
2K.
one? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Similar.
yeah. Some scene goes up to 3K, and then some scenes are like 1100 or whatever. So it fluctuates a little bit, but
Yeah.
an average scene 2K, I'd say. And I try to not go over 10K. Not 10K. Lol.
One scene. Holy
I
shit.
try to not go over 3K, but the one
I
scene
do
that's
have a
3K is
few.
the catalyst, the inciting incident. So I'm like, okay, that
Yeah.
can be a little chunkier because
Yeah, I've
I
got
just
some
want to
scenes
save
now,
ready to go.
maybe a 4 or 5K, but I do think they technically might be moving from one location to another. So if someone were to be like, okay, this is actually 2 scenes, that could be the case. I don't know.
I think thematically, if the two locations are tied together and stay together, like I think that's okay. Question
Yeah.
mark. I'm not a cop, so I don't know. Uh, but
These are
yeah, no,
guidelines.
yeah, they're guidelines, not actual rules.
Yeah.
Parlay. But yeah, on average, 2K words. My first draft had 55 scenes, and this one has 36 outlined scenes. So I'm
Okay.
like already chopping 20 scenes from draft one.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, I was kind of looking over it today because I was updating updating my tracker, um, and I was like, wow, 55 scenes to 36. That's really good. And like 8 of them I cut in Act One, so 8 scenes just gone from Act One, and like 8 of them I cut from Act Two, like from the Fun and Games beat alone. So like that's already a lot shorter. I am feeling like we're doing a lot of club, another club, but I can like sort of fine tune all of that in the third draft.
Yeah.
Uh, if I do a third draft, I don't know. I might want to do the
Would
second book
would
after
you
this.
reinstate any scenes later if you feel like, oh, actually, this section does need to be buffed up a little bit, or would you just like write them brand new one? You think?
You mean picking scenes from the first draft and inserting to the second?
Yeah, put them back in if you've deleted them and you're like, actually, this
Um,
was a good scene to have.
I think I've kept everything that I want to keep from the first draft in terms of
Yeah.
story beats or like action. I've shuffled around a bunch of stuff, so that works like that. But I think there's nothing left for me to get from the first draft. I think it served its purpose, and I like Marie Kondo. I can kiss it goodbye and let it go.
Yeah. If it
So
doesn't bring joy.
yeah, if it doesn't bring joy. So yeah, that's how things are going. I'm working on I'm in the middle of Act Two, so I guess this would be sort of a pinch point moment. Well,
Nice.
this is leading up to the pinch point moment. So it is a group scene with multiple people. They're doing some investigation and sleuthing. So that's what we're doing today.
Loves a bit of sleuthing.
Yeah. Let's say hello to some friends. Rainy Hammer is here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Lizzie TT is here. Hello, hello. Welcome. And that cat is here. Hello. And Lizzie says, it's the middle of exam season for me, so I'll be studying. Oh, what subject?
Good luck.
Colin. John Spinetta 1. I see with my grandmother, I don't hear well because she's riding me hard. Don't know about her, but
Yeah, I don't know about that.
yeah. But you do you. I think we're gonna just get into the first one, so we're like ish on time.
Yes. Are we starting with 40
We're starting
or
with 40, and then we're
okay.
doing a little break, and then we're doing a 30-minute sprint, and then we're doing a little break, and then we're doing a 20-minute sprint, and then a little break, and then we're gonna finish it up with a little 10-minute, cheeky
Yeah.
10-minute sprint.
Perfect.
Perfect. So yeah, 40 minutes on the clock. When we get back, I would love for everyone to share what they were writing on, share a line or whatever. YouTube Malin if you end up writing or if you just video editing. But we'll see. We'll see. 3, 2, 1, let's roll.
You put 60 minutes on. Stieg.
Hola, Marta.
Hi, Marta.
Hi. So
¿Cómo
nice
¿Cómo
estás?
to join
estás?
you again.
Welcome. We're gonna touch base with you in a hot minute, Marta. But first, we're gonna ask Madeline how she did.
I did good. I did a lot of video editing actually because I figured the bigger like sprint out of all the sprints is where I should be doing the video editing because that takes the longest. So yes, and I've basically done. I'm almost finished with all of the B-roll before my last two bits of me talking. So
Okay, love.
this takes forever. Just like whenever I do a vlog, that takes so much longer than anything else. Every time I'm like, oh my god, why have I filmed so much fucking footage?
Why do I yap? Why does the cage bird sing?
It's literally 70% of it is just Edgar. I'm just like, great.
I love that
Aw.
though. I want to see that vlog.
I do, but is it relevant to my writing? I don't know.
Absolutely.
It is now.
So
Well,
just
I love that.
fair warning, the next vlog will have a ton of Edgar footage in it, I guess.
Perfect.
I mean, that's the selling point, isn't it?
Just what
It
I
is-
wanted.
It is for my newsletter that I didn't write this month, but yes.
Well, I love it. Okay, how did you do that sprint, Marta? Welcome, squirrel emoji.
Thank you. Happy to be here. I've been working on that project journal that I mentioned. I had like one page left and I finally finished it.
Yay!
And then I spent some time fighting my Wi-Fi router because I decided to break just as I decided to join the stream. But we fixed it and it's fine.
I thought you said wife for a hot minute, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, plot twist.
No, not that.
Wi-Fi router. Women in STEM. Women in STEM.
Women
All
in
I did was
STEM.
reset it. It's fine.
I mean, not much of a fight because you fucking nailed that. And I really struggled with my scrivener document. I struggled last night. I wrote a little
You
bit.
said
talked a
you
little bit.
lost some stuff, or did
I
you find
lost
it again?
3 chapters yesterday, and today I had lost 4.
What?
And I found it
Wait,
again. I think it's some
again?
sort of the exact same problem. I think it's been some sync issues. So now I've made a new folder, saved the current file that's because I could find it again. But it was like 20 minutes of just like, oh my god, where is it? But I knew that I backed up everything last night, so I had it. Like I have it on my Notion as backup. But I was just like, god dang it, why does it keep disappearing?
That's terrifying.
Yeah, so I just made a new document and made a new Scrivener folder, and then put that in there, and then it kept giving me a little location is wrong thingamajig, syncing is, I don't know. It's been a whole ordeal, but I think I've solved it. Because the last time I opened it, there was no error message, but I'm gonna be backing up religiously. Back up your work, people.
Yeah.
So I did 15 minutes of pre-writing ritual, just transcribing from the book. Then my brother called for 20 minutes, so I yapped to him. And then I struggled with Scrivener for the last part, but I did get to write 37 words in the end.
That's better than 0, so that's good.
Better than 0, which isn't a whole lot, but
What's your current daily word goal?
300.
300.
Yeah.
You're a tenth
So-
of the way there.
Yeah, like 270 left. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. In terms of line, when Jim had arrived in the early morning, he'd sent Madeline upstairs to sleep, promising to wake her up on Bonnie's return. Cassidy had stayed up drinking several cups of scalding hot coffee to jolt the body awake. But his mind ached like a thick bog covered with white-tufted cotton grass, clinging onto the little islands of the shallow lake it once had. His eyes stung with the tears as dust clouds leapt up from the mare that Grace had hired in town, kicked up the dirt in front of him. So just some scene setting is what I managed to write.
Nicely
Lovely,
done,
that's
scene
so
settings.
vibey.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like I have all the puzzle pieces, but like I'm looking at the backside of the puzzle, if that makes sense.
It's so hard to put together.
And just
I feel
I like all the individual words, but like how do I string them together in an elegant way? But that's not this draft.
That's
job.
not for draft 2. That is
I
not.
know, but I want it to be for draft 2, Malin.
You can't write a clean draft the first time around, Steve. That's just not how it works.
That does not mean I cannot try
Would you expect it of
and then
us?
beat myself up for not managing to do it.
Would you beat us up for not managing to do it?
Absolutely not. I would beat you up if you tried, but I'm different. I can do
You're
it.
not.
I have to do it, or else I'm a failure as an artiste.
No, Steve.
Can't believe we're all failures as artists according to Stig's new rules.
I mean, it is
I
what it
feel
is.
so
The rules are
insulted.
only applicable to me and not my friends, because my friends need rest and relaxation.
This is the same for you. You're your own friend.
I'm also coincidentally my own worst enemy, so.
Classic.
But we move. We're gonna see what people did. Let's see. Rainy Hammer says, for some reason, I got notification via YouTube now. 40 minutes in.
Classic.
Well, you've been here the entire time, so I appreciate that. Absolutely. I just think it's funny how that works. CB says, I have a job interview in 4 hours. Good luck. What's the position? Do you know? Very exciting. Trying to write beforehand, but cannot concentrate. Too real.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Katie says, spent that sprint relaxing for a minute because I've been writing all morning, but time to log back in. Are you back home? No. Where are you in the world? Geographically. Let me know. Is relevant to my happiness. This is Re Edgar. So Lizzie, no biggie, solved some physics problems.
Whatever, Lizzie.
And no biggie. Kira spent the end of that sprint rewriting the second chapter and avoiding dealing with a major plot hole in the middle of the story.
Yeah.
Aye. And Rainy Hammer did some reading on articles on Substacks and some office organization. I love that. Anna, hello.
Anna, how are you? I know that Anna has been suffering from the world of work.
R.I.P. She would have loved tenure.
I mean, not much mind space for writing, I guess, when you're suffering from that. So good luck.
That's too real, Anna. I wish you nothing but the world and the moon. Good luck. Relatable. No, just towards myself. Yes. Gaming store. Okay, that sounds excellente.
Sounds fun. That sounds good.
Still in Texas. I spent the sprint clawing out of work emails about to head into a work meeting. A lot of work, Kat. Aren't you like? I thought you were German adjacent, but maybe it's not. I'm doing a reverse outline for the F1 book. It's the time. Fun. And Anna says, I'm a pile of toxic sludge lately. Oh, what's that word? You're a, not misnomer, that's something else. Oh my God, what's it called?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry.
There used to be this term for like how people thought bacteria like was spread in the olden days through like, you know, the smell basically. And like, if you could smell cholera, you would get it. Miasma? Miasma? I can't tell. But your miasma. CB says, I've totally stumped myself with this last line I wrote last writing session, which was, then he sees the dragon, which is like a big moment. And now my brain is just blank. I love that. I can
fill that in with my Cards Against Humanity games if you want.
Oh.
Just find the answers.
Now your mind is a pregnant clown.
Yeah.
I usually.
My favorite is bees? ? Now your mind is bees.
Yes. I usually just leave a little note for myself in the note section on Scrivener, like next time, like in a big headline, and then I just like, this is the reaction, or this is what he says, or this is what he does, so that when I come back, I don't have to be like, okay, how does he react? I've already thought about it in the moment.
I feel like bullet pointing your way out of a scene you're finding difficult to write is a great tactic, because like you will get back to it, but if you've got a vague idea of what will go in this scene, then it's so much easier to get back into it later.
Yeah, like my little note thing. Oh my God.
This is just a blur.
Oh
You're just a blur now.
Feed me Seymour. Let me see. Camera. Can I turn off the blurb? Oh, visual effect. There you go. There you go. But this is sort of like what I do from all my scenes. So like I have like, oop, that's the wrong side. So like the first one, it's hard to read, but it says key points, and then it's just listing out what happens in the scene, like the big picture stuff. So I try to at least have 3 ones, like one beginning, one middle, and one end. Sometimes I'll just drop into the middle of the scene, and sometimes I'll skip the end and sort of have that tacked on to the next scene, but that's what I try to do. Any quotes I have, like any dialogue that I know that I wanted in the scene that I thought of before, I also write that down so I remember it. And then this is next time, so when I get back, I know what to write.
Yeah.
Can you put that back? But also, can you go to chapter 1 and just like show us chapter 1?
Just show you chapter 1. I don't know. There's
Yeah.
how many words? 32,000 words, Marta. It's gonna. There's not
And
enough
then
hours
chapter
left in the
2
day.
while you're at it. Just show the whole thing.
How about I do a third draft and then send it to you? How about that?
I'll take that.
I don't know if I want to go into dragon description or the reaction or continued movement of scenes with those mixed in, but I feel like such a full stop moment. Well, there is something called MRU unit, question mark, MRU unit writing.
What is that?
It's a way to structure text, motivation reaction unit. So every sentence is like either a motivation or a reaction, and a reaction should always first be feeling, and then a reflex, and then action, speech, and then description. That makes sense. Did that make any sense? Like that's the order of business. Like if your character reacts.
I think I would need. I'm very example based. You know, like all the craft books we've
Well,
read.
example of an MRU.
So yeah, I was gonna say like I would probably need to go into examples of it.
Motivation: a gun fired, the bullet whizzing past John's ear. Reaction, which is the feeling: pure terror paralyzed him. Followed by the reflex: he gasped and dove behind the stone wall. Followed by the reaction, like action or speech or description. Stay down, he screamed at Sarah.
Ooh.
Yes, but it's missing the part which I do agree with CB. It would be like that's the moment you do want to describe a little bit of the dragon. So there's like no, like you kind of want a little bit of description or
Yeah, but
more visuals.
I'm so bad at explaining. It's called MRU unit.
Okay.
I googled MRU unit writing, and that gave me like the whole thingamajig. It is not written in stone.
The first thing that comes up when I Google MRU unit is like MRU unit hospital. What's an MRU unit in a hospital?
I don't know. But it basically, it's a way to structure each paragraph. I just took a screenshot. I'll send it to you on Discord, CB. I think I have you on the nice list here somewhere. I swear to God, we texted lately. When was that? Oh, there you go. So like the description would come first, and then it would follow reaction, for example. So the stimulus is first, and then the response is second. That way, like, you know, if something happens, your character doesn't shout something, and then he feels something, and then reacts to something.
And
Does that
also
make
depending
sense?
on where you are in the chapter that you're writing, that's like a great, like you said, it's a full stop moment. That would be I would love that as a cliffhanger, and then the next chapter starts with the description of the dragon and everything. You know?
Yeah. There you go. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Yeah, I should have jotted a few things down, but I thought I would hop back into writing the next day. But that has been like 5 days. It'd be like that sometimes. This is the first time Jason has ever seen a dragon, and the first time readers see the MC's dragon form in totality.
Ooh.
Ooh, what do you mean the MC's dragon form? And dragons are like a step below gods. Ooh, that's a good title for something. Step below gods.
What are you writing? Do you need beta readers?
Marta just out here collecting beta reading projects like nobody's business.
Yeah, I should probably read the actual beta reading project on my list that I haven't read yet.
There you go.
Probably. I love reading beta reading for people though, but it has to be something I read. I can't force myself to read something that I wouldn't read, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Same.
So, but
I agree.
that's one of my favorite things about having writing friends is getting to read their projects. But then I have to wait for them to publish it, so it's also simultaneously the worst things. She's got to catch them all. She truly does. Okay, are we ready for a new sprint?
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to. No, don't share my referral link. Go away. There you go. Sadly, the next chapter would be the dragon's point of view, and I need that to be later in the story. This full scene was a dragon point of view initially, but now I'm switching to Jason.
Oh.
Yes, Marta, I will be collecting betas. Gay dragon novel. Say no more.
Ooh.
Love it.
Love it. Let's go into a lovely seaside timer.
Yes.
You need to get like cracking on the spring timer wheel, and spring is almost over, Madeline. So
I don't have time for anything. I'm sorry.
Aw.
I have to unpack my
Spring is like
suitcase and
the
then I have to
best
repack it next
season.
week. Okay, I'm tired.
isn't it literally just a picture and a timer?
No, it does take me a little bit longer to find the right picture, first of all. And also I
True,
have to
and
do
then
the
you have to find
fucking
the
spells.
audio because that's
You
your
guys have become
brand.
obsessed with the freaking ASMR shit I've been giving you, so now I have to continue that. God damn
Oh,
it.
sure. Blame your loyal fans,
Yeah,
Madeline. Blame
it's
your
all your
loyal
fault.
fans. Okay. 30 minutes on the clock starting now. Not so good though, Madeline.
Loving this bit of advertisement for my videos afterwards, you know.
I mean, I will. If you only have one fan, it's me, and if you have 0 fans, I'm dead.
My God.
I know,
I'll
not to
have
be
fans too.
dramatic.
Not to be dramatic, says the most dramatic thing ever.
I just
I appreciate it.
I like your content, and I'm not going to apologize for that.
Thank you.
How did you do for that sprint, Malin?
More video editing. I still didn't get to writing, and it was very frustrating because I realized, you know, like sometimes when you, I mean, maybe you don't know because you don't do B-roll and footage and all that. Steve, Marta will know. Sometimes when
I'll
you
know.
film yourself talking, and then later on you film yourself talking again, but like a few days later, and you realize you've said the exact same stuff the first time around and the second time around, but much better said the second time. So I basically edited a whole bunch of footage from one day where I was like, this is useless. And I say it way quicker and better the second time. So I'm deleting this entire day off.
You don't review all your footage before you put it together?
No, I do it by...
Girl, this is a gilded cage of your own making.
It's like 10 minutes every time, Steve. It would take so much longer if I had to review the entire 10 minutes and then edit it.
I'm with Malin on this one. I would do
Like,
like a
you have to do it
rough pass of
as you
everything
go, otherwise you're
first.
doing it twice.
Yeah.
No, but you review all the footage and then you decide on the story.
No, not for a vlog.
That's how I would do it. I say, as the #1 leading authority on vlogs, obviously, having made 0.
It's a lot of footage that you then would have to like watch an entire time and then edit. So you have to rewatch it while you edit it, but it's much slower the second time. That would take twice as long.
But if you just review it all, decide what you're going to keep and what you're going to throw away, then you can just edit the bits.
But normally you keep most of it.
Normally you keep most of it. It's not like it happens every, like I'm not that Alzheimer-ish, okay? Like I do normally remember what I've said. There's just a month where I'm just like, oh my God, I filmed this 10 days later.
I'm not going to sit here and argue with 2 of my favorite vloggers about how to vlog, having 0 experience.
I think it's just easier that way for me. But you know, maybe other people have different methods.
Whatever brings Malin content on my plate, I'm here for it.
It's just that this time around, I did say the same thing twice, and I was annoyed at myself because the first time around, I was like struggling through it. My thoughts made no sense. I was like, oh my God, I said it the same, but so much better the second time. So what was the point of that footage? So just, yeah, it was frustrating, but I've done it, and I printed a return label for something I'm returning. So that felt like an admin task to tick off. That's it.
Okay, so nothing to share then.
No, sorry.
Marta, how did you do in Spanish?
Well, that's not Spanish, but I appreciate the effort.
I mean, it's like brackets. How did you do brackets in Spanish?
Sure. I can imagine it in Spanish.
What is how did you do in Spanish?
¿Qué tal te fue?
¿Qué tal te fue?
Yes.
Can you repeat it a bit slower for me, please?
Do you want me to write it down?
Sure, that's probably easier. Not that I know how to phonetically read.
The only thing I relentlessly used in my trip in Seville was just La Cuenta.
Is that the check, please?
We ate out like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then like also had multiple drinks, and every single time it's just like La Cuenta, por favor.
Yeah. ¿Qué tal te fue?
Oh, thank you for asking in Spanish. That is so nice of you.
I mean, when we get back to this, you're going to be asking me in Norwegian, so it's fine.
Great, I'm going to have to Google that now.
How did you do, Marta?
Yeah, no, it went okay. I've been doing some research and brainstorming for one of my characters. A little bit slow going, and I'm really excited to actually start drafting, but that will require for me to know what I'm drafting, so
is
we're
this
working on it.
Because I'm a bit delayed, is this linked to your latest video about you working on Project Voice? Because I have not had time to watch it yet because it came out while I was away, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it when I'm back, and I only came back yesterday, so
That
I
is
will watch it.
completely acceptable, Malin. Don't worry about it. You also don't have to watch it.
I do want to though.
I started Project Voice, so I stopped Project Side Draft 6, sort of like, I was gonna say halfway. I stopped a couple of chapters in.
Okay.
And switched to Project Voice.
You need
and
a
I'm now
change of
working
pace
on it.
sometimes, you know?
I was going to do like Project Side Draft 6. I thought was just gonna be a line edit, and I thought it was gonna take me a month. After 3 months of brainstorming and deciding the developmental changes, I did not want to do the developmental changes.
No, no, I get you.
Hmm.
Especially if you've just been doing that.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a break, and it was not. So restart.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Hmm.
Would you
But yeah.
ever get back to it then?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just I really wanted to work on Project Voice during spring this year, and I thought I could get that draft done before spring because it was just line edits, but it
Yeah.
wasn't. And then I'll do it after. It's fine.
It's fine. It's cool. You can say that we're nothing, but you know the rules. So no line to share then, or
No, I'm afraid not. I just have some scribbles about one of my
some
characters.
interesting topics to research for this character that you can
I'm just
disclose.
trying to learn how to write trans characters without doing it completely wrong.
I think that is a valiant question to ask oneself when one writes experiences outside of their own. And I also did some writing. I am at 214 words for the day.
Almost at 300.
Almost at 300. It's just a bunch of descriptions, so it's going semi-quick. I'm trying to be like okay about it, so I don't know. We're moving. But a lot of things were revealed about this one character that turns up in this scene that I didn't really realize that made him like so much more interesting to me. So
Oh, that's fun.
Ooh.
Fun discovery.
yeah, I was like, oh wait, what if he was like this? And then was like, okay, what would that look like? What would yeah. It was a good time,
Nice.
so I enjoyed it.
Love that
A
for you.
line.
What's well done in Norwegian?
Godt jobba.
Got your basic.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You will also need to write that down for me.
Oh my god, Malin. Why couldn't you just have linguini ears?
I'm a visual person. I can't repeat something someone's just said. I have to see it.
In terms of a line, okay. Asterisks, first draft words. So, Cassidy mulled this over in his mind. He's been having some thoughts as they go along this
Oh,
journey.
damn.
Cassidy mulled this over in his mind as they followed the foreman beyond the adobe walls of the farmyard, its covered gate offering a brief yet welcome reprieve from the scorching noon sun that clung to the sky above. The thicket of seen from the tracks turned out to be a green cloud of maple trees scattered around the outskirts of the yard, with shadows pooled beneath their trunks like black boots. The clattering sound of the horses stepping onto the gravel that filled most of the farmyard stretched in the silence as they crossed over to the covered stable, where they were instructed to leave their horses. And some more rambling going on.
Nice.
I can see it in my head.
Which is all I want. Just picture a big prairie with a green cloud of trees in the distance, and that's kind of the vibe I'm going for.
I like the vibes.
This is the ranch of like the mayor reverend that I've been talking about in a couple of my streams. The reverend mayor, rather, who's the mayor of the town and also the reverend of the town. And he has this farm out in the middle of the nowhere, surrounded by trees. And as I was writing this scene, I was like, what if he was obsessed with having an English garden, like an English style garden, like in the middle of Colorado, in the middle of nowhere, like.
Marta's like, oh, and I'm like, that's a villain. That's a villain character.
I'm not gonna say it again. So, and I suddenly had this image of him in my mind, like David Attenborough in Jurassic Park. That's kind of the visual representation of the character.
You mean his brother, no?
Yes, sorry.
He's not an actor, but his brother is.
He's the scientist. Sorry.
Yes. No, I know who you mean.
Yeah, that's sort of the visual representation of the Reverend Mayor. And then he has a wife, which I think looks a little bit like Glenn Close. So that's sort of
if you're trying to steer me away from this theory, is just reinforcing it instead. That's a villain.
I mean, I don't think he's a villain. But I mean, is anyone not villains in the Wild West? I don't know.
Is it like, do you have a lot of characters that are villainous but aren't villains? As in, they're just sort of,
I
everyone's.
think I have a lot of characters that are people in the Wild West in 1881.
Yeah, so yeah.
And yeah, that's just sort of the vibe. I don't think these are villainous, but he's a priest in the Wild West, so
So he's
good
a-
good people don't become reverend mayors in the Wild West. But I think he don't think of himself as a villain. I think he thinks of himself as like this,
Those are really bad.
benefactor. I don't know. He's such also a minor character. He shows up in a couple of scenes. But I was just like having all these thoughts about who he is as a person and like what he believes and like, okay, and of course he has an English garden because he's obsessed with English gardens. Then I had to do some research on English gardens. So like they're passing this huge blue bush of hydrangeas on the way down to this area where they're at. Like, I don't know. I think it's an interesting visual because we spend so much time in like dirt and sand, and now we're suddenly. And the farm is called in Spanish El Paraíso or some El Paraíso.
Nice.
So he thinks of itself as his own little Garden of Eden paradise.
Mm.
So he named it that. Anyway, Steve, every time you talk about the book, I'm tempted to go back to my fantasy western pilot script. I say do it. Now that they're rebooting Firefly and making an anime series, opportune time.
Wait, are they really? I didn't know that.
Either that is a true statement, or I
And it
have
was-
had a fever dream where Nathan Fillion is asking for a Kickstarter to fund an animated version of Firefly, which happens between Firefly the show and Serenity.
Okay.
So all the characters are alive.
Yes.
Spoiler alert for the movie Serenity, I guess.
No leaf on the wind. Yeah.
Oh my God! Shut up, Mara.
Sus.
Not Mara. You're gonna make me cry. But yes, they are remaking it into an anime show, and I have seen a Kickstarter from Nathan Fillion about this. And I think that will be really neat. They just need to find a quote-unquote home for the show.
Have we said hi? Wendy's
Oh.
just like, yeah, they are, yes. Just like random.
I mean, she popped in during the sprint. We're gonna go back. Let's
Okay.
see what our friends did. Gay Dragon novel. That is absolutely where we left off. Okay, we'll lock in. I can do this. Ooh, I'm excited to see if she did lock in. Hello, friends, says Wendy. Hello, Wendy. Welcome to our show. CB says, hi, mystery. Oh, so formal. 257 words for Lady Pop who's waiting for a job interview. You're killing it. Try to be a little, I don't know, alternative with a transition from the line into description. Well, please share. Please. I beg you. Give it to me, Rachel. Rainy Hammer is trying to figure out the circumstances of this murder mystery in my Portal Fantasy mystery. Are they extenuating? No. Is that the word?
Yeah, that is the word. Extenuating circumstances.
I got through 2 chapters of my reverse outline. Well done. Back when I actually did video, I did not review my footage, only for YouTube, not for like short films and such. I mean, I don't know. I know nothing. And Laura joined us. Hello, hello. Hi, Laura. It is quite rare to talk about something better. Usually if I do it, I know I ramble in an earlier clip and redo it. I can just delete that footage, but sometimes we can't remember.
I think my issue is more that I film these like days apart, and then it's just been really busy recently. So I will really forget what I've been talking about recently, because it's just like it feels like an entire month has passed and it's just been a week, you know?
True that.
Something I do a lot actually is I misremember how well I said it the first time round. So I think like, oh no, that take was terrible. Let me just mention this again at the next take. And I'm like, no, actually the first time was better, but now I have to figure out how to edit the
Patch it
second
together.
take to take it away and just say the ending bit. And it's just confusing.
Yeah.
Dang. It seems crazy to do vlogging, but I eat it up, so don't stop. And today's Duolingo Spanish lesson, today's Duolingo Norwegian lesson. Love these vibes. I absolutely think you should bring back your fantasy western pilot script. What is it about? CB, tell me everything. They are, yes. Oh, yeah. Firefly. Oh, it was so good. Maybe I should rewatch that. I haven't seen that in a decade.
I mean, I love watching things that are relevant to what I'm writing, but not always Like it depends what stage I'm in the writing process. And I feel like editing is actually a good stage to be watching. If I'm drafting, I don't want to be influenced, and I'm really scared I'm going to input in there things from the media I'm consuming. But for revisions, I feel like that's a good time.
Yeah, I have a bunch of Western shows already that I want to watch that I've like saved up on my Netflix. There's a bunch of Western books that I want to read.
Yeah.
So why not watch Firefly? Because that's like a Western but in space, so it's
Yeah,
very
I should
different.
watch it too for my sci-fi, and you should watch it for your Western.
We should do a little buddy watch. Let's react to Firefly.
There you go.
I didn't see a Kickstarter though. I might have dreamed that. I don't know. I just remember Nathan Fillion saying, "We're bringing it back. We need your help, guys." I just presumed it was a Kickstarter. It could just be a petition. I don't know. But
Or a show of interest or something.
yeah, my Firefly senses were tingling, and I immediately teleported to this chat. Very welcome. Rennie Hammer says, "I don't enjoy being on camera, so I am always in awe of people who are vlogging and they look so comfortable with it." I think it's just the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. Question mark.
Literally.
Again, I don't vlog, so I don't know these things.
The first time you do it, you will never see that video.
I don't know. I would love to be a vlog boily, but I just don't have it in me to vlog. I don't
it's
want
a lot of effort, and you have to enjoy the process. Otherwise, it's like.
And I don't. So like, what's the
Mhm.
point? For views? No, thank you. Yeah, but I would like to be more active on my Instagram, which I do enjoy. So I should work on that at some point too. I don't know, but I got this fucking book to write first. This is lines, several from CB. Let's dig in. Then Jason sees the dragon. There's not a moment where his brain struggles to process what's in front of his eyes. There's no wondering if he's mistaken or dreaming, or anything to thread a strand of doubt through his damning image. The likeness of dragons has surrounded him all his life. They are the symbol of Kairos, the foundation of their history and mythology. They are the source of the magical knowledge that touches the lives of everyone, even those like him who don't have the talent for the craft. Dragons are ever-present figure in every aspect of life, so there's no mistaking the being before him is as anything else. Ooh.
Love a little bit of lore drop.
Oh, I also see the fantasy Kairos with a K.
Yeah.
Sorry that was long. That was lovely. Thank you for sharing. I know a lot of people don't like to share, but I always appreciate reading other people's lines. 500 plus words into avoiding the plot hole, putting it off until the weekend. I think I know how to solve it, but don't have the mental bandwidth for it right now. That is so real, Kira.
I
So real.
love procrastinating on a problem in your novel by writing more in your novel. It's just.
Yeah. It's like the less evil cousin of productive procrastination. Like,
Yeah.
You're not scrubbing your tiles with a toothbrush. You're actually working on your novel. You're not baking muffins at 4 a.m. You're actually working on your novel.
What I like to do is if I have a to-do list for the day, I'll try to pitch against one another 2 tasks I really want to do. So like whether it's writing that scene and unpacking my suitcase, which I still haven't done. And that way, whichever task I'm doing, because I'm avoiding the other, it's still something I needed to do that day. So,
Life hack.
But then what about if you have the 2 things you really don't want to do and you try to pick one and you end up on Netflix? How do you avoid that?
That's just taking care of yourself and your mental health, Marta, and that's allowed.
That should always be on your to-do list.
Yes. Mental health check.
Yeah. Keiko is here. Hi, survived work. You sound so far gone. Welcome.
Aww.
Then I go into description. Oh, can we also get a little bit of description of the dragon? Is he sexy?
Are we going to get that in the next? After the
This
next?
is important for my desire to read the book. Is the dragon sexy?
But is the dragon sexy in his human form? And because I'm assuming from what I've understood, because you said the MC's dragon form, so is it like a human who turns into a dragon, right? Or is it something else? Did I misunderstand that?
Well,
That's
maybe
what
it's
I
a
got
dragon
from
god
that
who turns
as well.
into a human? Question mark. That's
Like
how I
tricking other
interpret it.
humans.
But Ooh, Western show animated. Magic guns through rune magic. MC is infamous for resolving disputes and fighting skills, so people think he has special gun, but his gun is mundane. Skills come from
Dot, dot, dot.
oh, rune magic. He did tattoos, which is forbidden and dangerous. Ooh, I love the premise of this.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah. Supreme, give me 14 of them. Okay, let's get into the next sprint, which is going to be 20 minutes, and then we're going to have a 10-minute cooldown sprint after that. And that will. Oh,
I don't see an app for that.
no,
You'll need to
you're not
download one.
Siri. So
Okay.
thank you so much. Boom.
That
I don't
was
see
so
an app for
timed.
that.
That was so great.
I don't see an app for that. Okay, we're gonna. What is this? Goofy fun at Hades Town rehearsal. Okay, watching that later. Anyway, we're gonna do 20 minutes on the clock starting now. Chirp, chirp, bluebirds.
I love
How
the bird
did...
sound.
It is... I don't know. It is giving.
Spring.
It is giving mother, I will say. How did you do, Malin? Speaking of mother.
I finished editing the vlog. Fucking friend.
Yay!
The only thing I have left to do is I have 2 B-roll sections I need to put some music on, so I just need to select that at some point, but I might leave that for another night so that the last... Are we still doing just 1 sprint after that? The 10-minute cooldown one? I might write during that one. That's the only one I'm going to write in.
We're only doing one little 10-minute cooldown sprint.
Yeah, just so I've got some writing done, because I'm trying to write a little bit per day at least, even if I can't do a lot. And technically, because I wrote so much when traveling, I do have only like a page and a half left of this scene. So it'd be great if I can finish it tonight so that I can be like, okay, scene done.
See?
Yeah.
Done. I love that vision for you. So no lines?
Do you want the last
Yes.
line I wrote before I will have to pick this back up? I can give that
Yes.
to you. We don't know how the infection started, I say. We only know how it spread, through biting. My eyes lower to the faint raised scar on my hand. At the same time, Freddie's own hand lifts up to her arm.
Trauma. Proper nouns. Backstory stuff.
PTSD shared with someone else.
Love. Well, thank you for sharing, Malin. Marta, how did you do?
I'm afraid I did nothing writing related. I just ran around and tidied the kitchen and got stuff ready for work tomorrow.
It needs to be done.
Yeah, I probably will not stay for the last 10-minute sprint because I am falling asleep slowly.
Wow.
It's really
so
late for
sad.
Marta.
Gasp.
It is.
I mean, it
It's
is
like
really late, yeah. I
almost
started an hour
9:30.
later today, so it's on me.
It's so funny because I was in Marta's home country up until recently, and we arrived at like 10 p.m. at night. And we're like, okay, shall we go out and eat some tapas? Because we were super hungry. And they were like, yeah, of course, the kitchen's open. Go right ahead. This is normal time for Spanish people.
Kitchen's open at 10? That's
hate it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to
Oh
eat
yeah,
at 10.
people start having dinner at 9. Like 9 p.m. is
I-
a reasonable
Jesus.
dinner time.
I have dinner at 3:30 p.m. every day.
I will say it was easier for us to semi-adapt because technically 9 p.m. was 8 p.m. UK time. So we just sort of like saw it. Okay, we're
And
jet
also, you're
lagged.
basically French, so,
Yeah.
you know, you're
There
used
you
to
go.
late dinners.
Mm.
Well, you know, traditionally in Norway, we ate dinner at noon, so
That's crazy.
we had to work. So,
But then you have supper, surely.
yeah. And we like supper is like a huge meal also. So, like a hearty meal. Okay, I am at 441 words for the day, so we're doing well.
Above and beyond.
We're meeting Richard Attenborough, is that his name? No. Yes.
I don't know what his brother's name is.
130% of your goal.
So we met him, we're doing some talking, and now we're getting into the meat of the scene, 826 words into it. So in terms of some description, I'll just continue where I was earlier.
Nice. It was right
As they
after-
turned the corner of a large blue hydrangea that sat against the corner of the main house. Okay, that was a lot. A green lawn opened up next to the riverbed, where a man and a woman sat with their backs to the path, next to a table with a white cloth that swayed gently in the breeze. Reverend Mayor Lindgren, Mr. Chase and party, the foreman said as they approached, and the man rose and turned, greeting them with a wide smile. Mr. Chase, he said, and grabbed Cassidy's hand with both his, putting the entire weight of his plump body behind it as he shook it vigorously. Welcome to El Paraíso. Paradise, Grace mumbled, as the Reverend greeted the rest of them with the same vigorous handshake. What else could you call this green Eden? God has made us this vast meadow. It'd be a sin not to put it to good use, he said, as he removed his hat and fanned himself with it. Even in the shade of the trees, the looming heat of the sun found its way. And that's it.
I am picturing
Love
the
it.
scene from Jurassic Park where he's like, "Welcome to Jurassic Park," but instead,
That is the vibe. Soon they're gonna have to cover them bones with a big tarp as the helicopter comes flying in. Let us see what our friends did. Keiko says, "Yeah, I'm a little bit. The story's going to expand, and we learned today how big the dairy section is going to be once it's finished. It's impossible to keep track of that space with so little people like we currently have. I think once the story expands, I'm going to quit because it's just not doable." Are they not interested in hiring more people? Question mark.
sounds like cutting costs.
Yeah. For the book, Wright thought he was human till he transformed, and now he's has 3-4 forms from all human to all dragon. Yes, all is sexy if you ask his love interest.
Love that.
Which is all I care about. No, I'm not ready. Got a snacky snack and played with a pupperino.
Nice.
Gasp. Gasp. Also tied at the kitchen.
Nice.
One of the many reasons my night owl ass loved Spain's. Spain? Sure. Spain, yeah. Hitting the word count slay. I don't know how many words I did because I'm jumping around this description, trying to balance what the reader already knows from glimpses and Jason taking this all in for the first time. I'm going to send my little rough description to Stig in DMs so I don't gotta attempt to split up. Is that what that message beep was? Let's see, Discord. Okay, here's a snippet from CP. CP, oh my god, my pronunciation. Maybe we're just not going to do the last 10 minute sprint. But then Malin needs to write, so.
But I can always write after. I'll just be sadder about it, but I'll do it.
So there's no mistaking the being before him as anything else. And yet he still finds himself saying, voice low and dangerous, "This better be a trick, Laurel." The dragon crouches at the back of the cavernous chamber, the onyx wings mounted atop their back, draped over their scaled body. At the sound of a new voice, the dragon's head whips around, and utter stillness descends over their form. Ice-like liquid mercury bore into Jason with a depth of knowledge that should be impossible in a being he's never met. No trick could compare, not to him. The dragon's attention flicks to Laurel. The muscles lining the dragon's attention flicks to Laurel. The muscles lining the dragon's muscles flare as a breath crackling with sparks of electricity sizzles at the end of his snout. Lines of fury etch themselves into the planes of the dragon's face. He rises onto 4 legs with predatory grace, wings neatly tucking themselves against his back. The dragon prowls across the chamber. Ooh. Love that.
Very intrigued. Love that.
I don't have to, but I'm gonna do it. So
We enjoy.
yeah, Laura is a bad guy. Okay, but is he sexy? That's what I want to know.
Is he a sexy bad guy?
Yeah, because not all bad guys are created equal. The question would be, would those student jobbers or full-time employees? Also, the storage isn't getting bigger, and we're already struggling with the space we have. And also, we have certain coworkers who one has to clean up after or constantly correct their work, like the stupid coworker who just stuffs things into the shelf without checking the exp date. Ugh, I hate her already.
Or you could become that coworker, Keiko, and quiet quit is what that was called at some point, wasn't it? Like people who just start doing their job very badly or not at all, but they're still there until they get made redundant or fired.
Yeah, or just get a new job, question mark. Because quiet quitting could take a time.
But quiet quitting is, I think the purpose is to stop stressing about it. Because if you don't care, you don't stress.
That's true. I care a lot, so I could never not stress.
Yeah, I hope no nurse is quiet quitting, because that's scarier.
Yeah.
We're going into the last sprint of the evening, 10 minutes on the clock. So finish up.
Thank you for having me.
Bye in Spanish.
Bye in English.
Adios.
Not bye in English, that's funny. Yeah, 10 minutes on the clock. Wrap up whatever you're doing. Leave notes for tomorrow if you have to come back. So, you know.
I'm going to write. I'm going to do it.
Or if you're Malin, write. Okay, cracking on. That was so quick.
That was so quick. What did I write? I feel like that wins. Like, shoop, done. I wrote 278 words. Yay. I should get something.
I love that. That was your goal. So congratulations on reaching gold.
Yay. Do you want me to find a line?
I would love for you to find a line.
I think I'll just go on from the last line I read, if I just can find it again. Where was I? Oh yeah, there we go. Not everyone gets infected, she counters, rubbing her old wound through her white lab coat. It's a sign she's ready to take back her old role, that she decided to wear it. We joked about it when we boarded the ship for Mission Eternity. She knew it gave her the kind of authority a title never could. People just assumed. They saw the white coat, lined up for a health check. Any idiot could have worn it and yielded the same result. And as much as it made her life easier, not to have to fight to prove herself, it also enraged her. That's it.
Great line. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I also love the anonymity of like a good uniform to go wherever you want.
Yeah. I feel like there's like a part of Freddie that's like, this is very useful because people aren't gonna like, she sees how people keep fighting Themis as the captain and her authority, but as like the doctor on board, she doesn't have to struggle for that as much, and so she loves that. But on the other hand, she hates the reason why, because it's like, all I had to do was put on a white coat. Are you stupid?
The answer is yes, they are.
Yes.
Well, I love that. Thank you for sharing. And also, good job getting a gold. I wrote 3 more words, and then I had like my evening shower so that I was ready to go to bed.
Fair.
And the last bit of thing I wrote was, now there, Maud. I'm sure Mr. Chase isn't here to quench his thirst for knowledge about horticulture. What brings you out to my little corner of the world? There was a sharpness to his stare now that washed out the jovial smile and enthusiasm he'd carried in it moments before.
He gives villain vibes.
He's just a little priest trying to make it in, Colorado, circa 1881.
Sure.
I can neither deny nor confirm.
Fair.
I think all my characters read as villainous, to be fair.
Which is great in a Western setting, I think. So.
I mean, everybody has an ulterior motive.
Yep.
Even my main character.
Yes, but I don't think your main character reads as a villain, so that's all good.
I think he reads as a bland piece of toast for now, but that's a problem for future Steve. There's a lot of observing and reaction. There's not a lot of, at least not for now, it's not a lot of agency in his own story. So
at least if you know what the problem is, it's easier to fix.
That's it. And this is just me telling myself the story, because this is basically my first draft.
Yeah.
So.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Let's see what our friends did, and then we're gonna hang up, I guess, from this lovely FaceTime.
Yeah.
Bye, Marta. Love you so much. The beloved drink timer wrote like 30 words. Lol.
Nice.
That went crazy fast. Yeah, so fast I couldn't even get through a chapter. Caught up in group chats. Okay, wrote 39 words for Wendy. Well done. Line from CB. The dragon's shoulder must only reach a foot or so above Jason's head, but his presence filled the room, the world narrowing down to the soft click of talons on stone.
Very vibey. I like it.
It's giving that nail emoji, but like dragon. Do you know what I mean?
That makes me think immediately of the dragon in Shrek.
Yes. It's very much that. That's the mental image I'm having.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here, friends, honored guests and jury, co-conspirators, pioneers, women in STEM who came and left.
Yeah, I'm not in STEM.
Yeah, me neither. I'm in whatever. Is it called pink collar job? I think it's called.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, nursing is pink collar. And I am not sure if there's anything other than pink, white, and blue colored jobs. What's the color of your job?
I guess if you're in a corporate environment, you're white collar. I don't know. Blue
I
collar
thought it
is
was
like
finance, but that could be.
no. Blue collar is like if
That's
you're
like handiwork,
manual labor type of
plumber,
jobs. I
carpenter,
think.
building instructor,
Yeah, I
whatever.
certainly do not do any sort of manual labor, so that's not me.
But I guess white collar. But like, I don't know. I thought like that was banking and finance and stuff.
I'm a little cog in a machine. That's what I am.
Aren't we all, Malin?
Yeah.
What type of collar job is graphic design? Let's see if they have a word for it. Graphic design is primarily considered a white-collar job because it is a professional office-based role that requires creative skills and specialized software. However, it is often referred to as a yellow-collar job due to its blend of technical and creative expertise, or black-collar job, a modern term for creative professionals.
Never heard either of these, but fun. I love all the colors. It's great.
I'll
take yellow. It's very springtime. I'll take yellow.
Yeah. Well, I think I look good in pink, so.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, in any way, yeah, white collar, I think, just means you have a specialized job that isn't labor. Okay, there you go. Now you know.
I don't wear collars. That's the truth. Just hoodies.
I only wear collars if it's the dog version.